When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you guys are going to see some serious flying. Welcome to the Databits review of the Hubsan H501S X4 FPV brushless drone. Brought to you today by our friends at GearBest. As you saw at the beginning of this video, GearBest is a store. So if you decide to buy one of these things, buy yours from GearBest. There's a link down in the description to this product. You can click on it and purchase yours today. This is a follow-up video to my first video where I actually did an unboxing of this. So I'm not going to get into all of the contents of the package. This video is going to be more about driving this thing, flying this thing, and seeing some of the video that was taken from the drone itself. Now, the reason it took so long between the first video and the second is I had to learn how to fly. I haven't had any experience with a drone before, so I had to learn how to fly a drone, and that's what happened here. Now, this remote control reminds me of that remote control that Doc Brown used in Back to the Future, so I just had to have that reference there at the beginning. I haven't actually gotten this thing up to 88 miles per hour, but you know, maybe it's possible to do just that. This unit has some really cool features on it, and the one that I really have enjoyed is the video screen that's on this unit, and it does have a little hood here that comes down to kind of cover the screen so you can see it better outside. Now, one of the cool things I've also enjoyed about this is it's really fun to fly. So if you've never flown a drone before, this is going to be a fantastic first experience for you. I mean, look at this thing. It's awesome looking. Really cool styling. And of course, I'm making this video in the fall, so it's a really wonderful time of the year to go out and take some video, especially if you live in an area where fall brings you those beautiful colors on the trees and so forth. You can see the leaves falling on my backyard here in the background. So it's a beautiful time of the year to have a drone to fly around, and I'm going to show you some great footage that I took yesterday. I took it out for my test flight, and I accidentally flew it way up higher than I had originally intended, and the unit ended up in somebody's backyard. So I'm going to show you that footage because I got some really pretty footage unintentionally of the high school where I live here in Festus, Missouri. So in any case, let's get into taking this sucker for a test drive. And I won't spend a whole lot of time on how you use the unit, but you do get this remote control, these two antennas, an extra set of propellers for you, a rechargeable battery in here. I am using the AA's with the original AA pack that came with this unit, and so far it's been a fantastic experience. I'm really getting into flying drones. I didn't think I would because I'm a vintage electronics collector. So in any case, let's stop the boring talk and let's take this thing out for a test drive and let you guys see just how fun it is to fly a drone. Okay guys, our test flying stage is going to be here at the basketball court near the school, and we're going to go out here because we have this nice flat parking lot or asphalt here to launch from. You probably don't want to launch it in the grass. I guess you could, as long as the grass is, you know, nice and thinly cut, shortly cut. But if you got tall grass, this thing's going to have a little bit of trouble taking off. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our battery in, and the battery's been charging since I put it on charge last night. This is the battery pack here, and I'm going to open up this panel on the side. I'll show you one thing that you might not be aware of unless you've actually read the manual. Right inside here is a USB port, and you can plug this into your computer and do firmware updates through this USB port. So that's pretty cool. I hear there is a firmware update for this thing, so you don't have to calibrate it, although I have not done the firmware update yet. I am just in such a hurry to show you how to fly this thing that I didn't take the time to do it. So go ahead and plug this little plug on here. Now the thing about it is this unit does not have an on-off switch. So in order to turn it off, you have to unplug the battery. And once you plug the battery in, you're going to see it come to life. and it's going to make a cool little beeping sound. So we have these lights on here that are telling us that it needs to be calibrated. Once we have them, the unit calibrated, you're going to follow the instructions on the screen of your remote control. Once it's calibrated, then these will all go green and stop flashing, and then we'll be ready to take off. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that off camera here. All right, we finished our dance with the calibration of the unit. Now let's take a look at the screen, and this is what you're going to see on your screen. On the top left, you have the battery amount that's in the unit itself, and then the top right, the 10.1 volts you're seeing there, is the voltage that's actually on this handheld remote. The reason it's 10 and not 12 is because I did so much flying with it yesterday. But you can see there's my GPS coordinates down there at the bottom. It's really windy out today where we're attempting to test fly it. So GPS mode is going to be very essential. And why is that? Because with the GPS mode on, the plane will attempt to keep its spot and literally hover in the air in one place with that mode on. With it off, the wind can actually take the unit and just fly it down the street, and you'll never see it again. So unless you're a really good pilot. If you're a really good pilot, then that won't be an issue in either case. But for beginners, I would recommend that you have the GPS hold on. That again is this switch right here. When I turn it off, you see altitude hold there. When it's on, it says GPS hold. So let's go ahead and just take a quick flight with the unit and just see how horribly I can keep the unit in flight in this extreme wind out here that's here today at this spot. Okay, so to arm the motors, I'm going to put both of my controls at the bottom left and bottom right. So as I do that, you'll see the propellers begin to spin. There they are. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and push my left control up. That will lift the unit up off the ground, and I'm going to do it slowly so that I don't end up doing a bunch of altitude at once there. So let's just go ahead and kind of try to keep it here in the area. Now again, the wind out here is really something, and not really a lot of fun. Guys, I want to thank you for joining me today on this journey through flying of a drone. I hope that you'll be inspired to go out and buy one of these using the link that you see in the description of this video. Please share this with a friend, subscribe to the channel, and also take a look at my Facebook page. It's at facebook.com, and Databits. Tune in next time when we take this drone and fly it through an antique mall full of rare vases, and attempt to not crash into any of them and not break anything and not cost $15 million worth of damage. Well, maybe actually we won't do that because I've got a lot to learn on flying, so especially in windy weather. But again, thanks for joining us, and please stay tuned because what this drone is sitting on is waiting to be shown to you in a future video. See you then.